everybody, and we're here for another episode of At the Table. It's a new year, and we all have resolutions, whether it's exercising or eating healthy. And so today we're going to talk about oatmeal. And, it's not that gross, goopy, gluey mess that you may think of. It can be sweet, it can be savory, and it's so good for you. So we're going to start today with a savory oatmeal dish, and it's a Tex-Mex version of oatmeal. So we're going to start by putting a cup of chicken broth into our pot here. And oatmeal is, like I said, it's full of vitamins, minerals, and the most important thing is fiber. So fiber does a lot for us throughout the day. Number one, it helps to keep us full for a long amount of time. And that fiber, along with carbohydrates, they keep us full so we're not just eating and then having to go back and eat again like an hour or two later. All right, so we have our broth here in our pot. We're going to turn that on and bring it up to a boil. And next we need a cup of oats. So whenever you're looking for oatmeal, look for whole oats, okay? You want rolled or steel cut oats. They're in their most natural form. Nothing's been taken away from them. So again, we want about a cup of oats. Right, there we go. While the broth is coming up to boil, I'm going to dice a shallot as well as a jalapeno. So again, we're making a savory version of, it would help if I would turn the right burner on. There we go. All right. So again, like I said, we're making a savory oatmeal dish today. And with that, you can add things like chicken broth, you can add in jalapenos, shallots, onions. We're going to add salsa in here and corn. But one of my favorite go-to oatmeal dishes is very easy. It's just a half a cup of oatmeal, a half a cup of water, and a scrambled egg. You scramble the egg raw, you just mix it up and put it into the oatmeal and pop it in the microwave for about a minute and 20 seconds and let that cook, and it's so good. I know it sounds like odd and weird, but it's really good and it's very hearty and it keeps me full for a very long time throughout the day. All right, you can just put these together and chop them up. And this is just a rough chop. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, because we're going to throw this into our frying pan here with our corn. All right. Get those out of the way, slide these over here to the corner, and we'll dice up our shallot. And if you can't find a shallot, that's perfectly fine. You can use whatever onion you have on hand. That could be a red onion, a sweet onion, whatever you have. I like the taste of a shallot. It's a little more mild and not as pungent. Also, oatmeal is, again, because of that fiber and the fact that it's a complex carb, it's really good and it helps regulate our blood sugar. And it slows down the digestion of carbs. So those that have diabetes, this is a really good hearty meal for you to have. So again, just a rough chop on your shallot. Slide this all out of the way. I'm just going to use half a shallot today. You can use as much as you'd like. So now I'm going to heat up our little skillet here about medium high. And I'm going to heat up 2 teaspoons of olive oil. All right. Get this in here. So while that's heating up, it looks like our broth is coming up to a boil. I'm going to add our oats in, give them a quick stir, and they are going to cook for about 5 minutes. So while this is cooking, I'm going to work on our pan here with our jalapenos and shallots and get that cooking. And we'll be right back and I'll show you how to put this all together.
At Fisher's, it's not just about fashion. It's about exceptional service. Experience top-notch customer care and find your perfect look. Visit Fisher's today and feel the difference.
The average American household has 17 devices connected to the internet. With more and more devices able to get online, you may need to increase your internet speed. Call Star Communications today and let us help you select the package that's right for you.
Computer viruses, malware, and ransomware are out there. They're dangerous, and they can steal your identity and damage your equipment. Star Communications is now offering Protect IQ. This service adds an extra layer of protection to every device connected to your network, working quietly in the background. Star can help you protect yourself from the inside out with Protect IQ. Call Star today and take advantage of this free service when you sign up for whole home Wi-Fi with Star Communications.
All right, welcome back, y'all. So our oatmeal is done. I've turned off the burner under the oatmeal. And in the skillet, I added the 2 teaspoons of olive oil. And into there, I've added a cup of frozen corn. You can absolutely use fresh. Frozen, it's easy to keep on hand. But you saute that until it starts to pop and sizzle. We kind of want to just brown it a little bit and thaw it out. So it's been popping away here. We're going to add in our shallot and our jalapeno. Give that a good stir to incorporate everything here. That was my timer for the oatmeal, but it finished a little sooner. All right. So to this, I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of chili powder. And again, this just adds to the flavor. You can add other spices that you may like. You could add in garlic powder. You could add in cumin. Whatever you like, make it your own. And that's a good thing about oatmeal is you can experiment with it. It's very versatile. You can add different flavors. Again, if you're going for more of a sweet oatmeal, you can add in fruit, nuts, seeds. You can try honey. You can try maple syrup, whatever you like, even peanut butter. Sometimes if I do a sweet oatmeal, I like to add bananas and peanut butter. And so there's lots of protein with the peanut butter, got lots of vitamins and minerals from the banana. So it's sky's the limit whenever it comes to oatmeal. All right. So it looks like our shallot here is translucent, and that's what you're looking for. So once that's done, you can turn the heat off of your burner. And we are going to add this right into the pot with our oatmeal. All right, set that aside. We're going to stir this to combine. Oh, it smells so good. move this back because I don't want that to cook anymore. Next, we're gonna get about 1/4 cup of salsa. You can use whatever salsa you like. It could be mild, hot, you know, jarred from the deli. You can even make your own. All right, 1/2 cup. I'm gonna use a spoon to spoon that in. And you can add more or less, just depending on your flavors. All right. Dump that in there. Give it a good stir. It smells very fresh. And it's very colorful. All right, next we want to add our cheese. This is cojita cheese. You don't have to use this. It's just kind of reminds me of like goat cheese or feta, but the Spanish version. So cut this open. And you're going to crumble about 1/2 cup of the cheese into your oatmeal mixture. And I'm just going to pinch off about that much. There we go. Crumble that right into there. And reserve some of that cheese so you can top it later. And again, give this a good stir. Ooh. Don't make a mess like I just did. Right. And that cheese is going to melt and give it a creamy texture. And for your topping, you can take an avocado, 1/2 of an avocado. Split that in half, just like that. Twist. Oh, this is a good avocado. Make little scores in your avocado like this. That will help get the avocado out. It can be a little tricky. And then just peel it away. Just like that. So that's ready to go. And then you have the extra cojita cheese and then a little bit of cilantro. Move my avocado out. And you can just roughly chop the cilantro. It's all ready. Now make sure you taste, see if you need to add any seasonings. Perfect. So there you have it. There is a savory oatmeal. It's not your nasty, gloopy mess that you're used to. Full of vitamins, minerals, and all the good stuff for you. Going to take a quick break, and whenever we come back, we are going to do a sweet oatmeal dish. See you guys in a minute.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
At the Reedy Mark, we take pride in a unique, distinguished customer experience. We specialize in handcrafted cocktails, allocated bourbons, as well as gourmet signature food items exclusive to our menu at the Reedy Mark in Roseboro.
Providing fewer commutes, more backyard offices, and crystal clear meetings. Providing less, you froze up, and more presence in your presentations. Providing a better internet experience. Providing possible.
So we're back. I just wanted to show you guys the oatmeal, the Tex-Mex oatmeal here in the bowl. You've got your cheese sprinkled and your avocado and your cilantro, and I think it's gorgeous. So we are going to move on now to our blueberry baked oatmeal. Very easy. Make sure you preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And in a bowl, we are going to mix 3 cups of quick cooking oats. You want quick cooking oats for this, just because it helps hold the shape better. And so we want 3 cups of those. And we're gonna mix in with it a cup of packed brown sugar and some baking powder. All right, so there's our 3 cups of oats. I had someone ask me the other day, why do you pack brown sugar and not, other ingredients whenever you're cooking? The reason we pack brown sugar is that it has lots of moisture. The brown sugar has a higher moisture content, so it allows air to get in between the granules. So whenever you're packing it, that's getting all the air out between the different granules. So now you know why we pack brown sugar. And of course it's gonna kind of come out like, sandcastle, wood on the beach. So there's that, and you can just break this up with your fingers. And brown sugar is basically just white sugar with molasses mixed into it. All right, we've got that mixed up. Now we're gonna add in 2 teaspoons of baking powder. There's our 2 teaspoons. Just stir that in. All right. If there's any crumbs of brown sugar, just break them up with your fingers. That's fine. All right, we're gonna set this aside. And in a bowl here, I have melted 6 tablespoons of butter. I use salted, so if you use salted, eliminate the salt in this. If you use unsalted, then you'll just sprinkle in about a teaspoon of salt. All right, so to the bowl here with our butter, we're gonna add 1.5 cups of milk. All right. Here's our 1.5 cups. Now, whenever you pour this cold milk into that melted butter, it may want to congeal a little bit, and that's fine. Just give it a quick whisk. All right. So we've added our milk, and into that we're going to add 2 eggs. I'm going to crack it here into the measuring cup I used for the milk, only because if you crack your egg into your ingredient or other ingredients and it's a bad egg, guess what? You got to start all over again. So there's 1. And 2. And then just gently mix this together. If you don't completely break up the egg, that's perfectly fine. You'll get it mixed together whenever you add it to your oats, this milk mixture to the oats. All right. Oh, I forgot an ingredient. Don't forget your cinnamon here. You definitely need cinnamon. Your cinnamon is going to go into your oats. So I'm going to bring that back over. And I like a lot of cinnamon, but you can use about 1 teaspoon to 2 teaspoons. So I'm just measuring with my heart on this one. Give that a good stir again. Pour in your milk mixture. See, you could kind of see that it was a little chunky there with the butter, but that's fine. You're gonna mix it all together. You're gonna stir until everything is well combined. And at this point, once everything's combined, you're gonna add in a cup of blueberries. You can use fresh or frozen. Since we're kind of out of season for blueberries, you can definitely use the frozen, and that's what I'll use here today. Let me grab those. And I have about a cup left here. So I'm gonna pour those in. And then you'll gently fold these into the oat mixture, as so. And then you're going to pour this mixture into a greased or lined baking pan, and you'll pop it into your oven for about 40 to 45 minutes. Whenever we get back, I'll show you what that looks like. See you in a few.
Welcome to Cork and Brew Roseboro, where you can enjoy your favorite coffee, fraps, smoothies, bakery items, sandwiches, and select beer and wines while reconnecting with friends and family. Sit down and enjoy the experience. Come on by and give us a try.
All right, we are back. I have the oatmeal blueberry mixture here in our pan. I just want to make a little note that you can either use a 9 by 13 pan, or you can use an 8 by 8 pan. Whatever you have on hand is perfectly fine. This is going to go into the oven for about 40-45 minutes. I would check it at about the 40-minute mark just to see how it's baking up. It'll start to brown around the edges. So let me put that in. And I want to show you what a baked version of this looks like. So you can see here, it's nice and brown around the edges. And you would just cut this into squares and serve it. You can serve it with whatever you want to serve it with, really. It will last in the refrigerator for about a week. So you can, this is a really good go-to breakfast in the morning. You prep it Sunday night and it's there for you the rest of the week. Just talking about oatmeal a little more, like I said, it's full of vitamins, minerals, and that fiber. That fiber is so important. It does a lot for us. It aids in digestion. You know, we want to make sure everything is flowing through us very well. It regulates our blood sugar, so it slows down the digestion of those complex carbs, and it keeps us fuller longer. Those complex carbs, again, it boosts our energy, so it makes us feel good. We have energy throughout the day. There's lots of magnesium, zinc, iron found in oatmeal, as well as B vitamins. So whenever you choose your oats, like I said, make sure they're whole. You want to go for rolled oats or steel cut oats. They're the most natural form that you can find. And just change it up. You know, it doesn't always have to be savory. It doesn't always have to be sweet. You can add fruits, you can add nuts, seeds. Like I said, do the honey. You can do maple syrup. You can, with the savory side, add whatever you want to in there. I mean, like I said, the sky is the limit whenever it comes to oatmeal. If you really wanted to be bad, you could absolutely do your sweet oatmeal with some whipped cream on the side. That's fine if you want a little treat for yourself. So remember, oatmeal is not just for breakfast. You can eat it anytime throughout the day, but it's going to fill you up and make you feel good, and it's good for your heart. So thank you for joining me today on At the Table, and we'll see you next time.